So anyways, I'm opening up this package, and let's see what's in there. By the way, I'm using my trusty Osborne designed Benchmade, beautiful knife. Honestly, I feel kind of bad opening a box with this just because it just doesn't do it glory. If you guys know knives, or if you want essentially one of the very best possible everyday carry folding knives, this 940, yes, that's what it is, the 940 Osborne Benchmade knife. It's just beautiful. It's reverse tanto. It's got this titanium binding on the back that's pink, but that's fucking cool, right? In any case, it's light, it's beautifully weighted. It just opens. Anyways, that's another note for another time. But let's check out and see what I got. Yay, packaging. This is the best part. This is the best part. I love all this shit. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. What are we going? What are we going for? All right, let's start. This is from Pipes and Cigars, by the way. You know, if there are better, fairer retailers online, you know, let me know. I just know what I'm able to find, and they have generally pretty good deals. And at my local B&Ms, I would love to support them if they actually had the shit that I was looking for, but they do not. So, starting out, I have some Revelation Match. I was always intrigued by, of course, Mr. Einstein. Really, even as a poet, he's just such a brilliant man, and of course his contributions to the world of physics and science, and the fact that we've been able to actually observe the final piece of his theory of relativity, gravitational waves, man, fuck, that's crazy, right? Well, it's a beautiful world, and I think in celebration of that, I wanted to get some of this Revelation. Apparently, this was the tobacco that Mr. Einstein smoked frequently out of his pipe. So we got an ounce of that. What else? What else do we have here? What else do we have? Ooh, yeah, I'm excited about this. This is some Cornell and Deal Pirate Cake. I've actually heard a lot about this. A smooth, robust blend with lots. I mean, we're talking lots, like 75%. Exceptional Latakia, accompanied by Turkish and Burley. Pressed in an old-fashioned cake. This is a Latakia lover's treasure. To let you know, I haven't actually smoked any burley yet. I've actually stayed far away from it, just because, not that I'm scared of it, not that I don't want to smoke it, not that I'm against it in any way, shape, or form. I just want to keep my exposure to the various different components of your typical tobacco blends. I want to keep them limited so that I can just vary certain aspects of it. I like to keep a kind of control. I'm a science nerd. I studied molecular biology in college, and I've always approached pretty much every aspect of my life with a bit of a scientific approach. And so I really wanted to just explore what I kind of had fallen into, which is the English blend. And so I've been kind of dabbling here and there with, you know, pure Virginias, Virginia and Oriental mixtures. I have stayed away from vapors just because I also don't want to really necessarily introduce Perique into the scene, although I actually have gotten a few blends, one of which I've already opened. It's got another tin for cellaring purposes, but this one, it just smells so good and so wonderful. I actually had a friend that was smoking this, and I just couldn't resist getting myself a tin. I actually haven't smoked much of it. Only smoked about one bowl so far, but this is going to the cellar. And actually, technically, I also have had some Orlik Golden Sliced. Yes, that's right. That's, of course, a very fabled blend I had to check out. Once again, I've also haven't actually smoked any of this. I have one that I opened up and threw in a mason jar, but I wanted to get a couple more just for cellaring purposes. I'm just going to keep these here and crack them open when I have my first grandson. No, I'm just kidding. I'm probably never going to have children. I'm too much of a kook and a rambler, or whatever it may be. But so we have these for at least cellaring purposes. Let's see what else I got. Ooh, I got some of the fabled ones, though. These guys I actually been very looking forward to smoking. By the way, if I can get it, I try to focus on flake and plug tobacco. I just love that kind of whole, you know, that more solid together. I just think there's this beautiful aesthetic to it, and the smell and everything that comes off of these flakes and plugs, I think, is just a wonderful thing. I can't describe it really in any way other than it just seems like it's less processed and it's more exciting, and you can also prepare it kind of how you want. I've tried folding stuff that generally just gets really hot and gnarly. I kind of do a loose rub on my flakes, and it's kind of humid here always in Santa Barbara, so it takes a while for it to dry out. A lot of these batches I get are also, of course, fresh out the tin, which means that they are a little moist on the moist side of things, but you know, I'm still very intrigued and love it. So here are two, of course, heavily recommended and fabled blends, the Plum Pudding und the Mississippi River. Yeah, I'm very excited to give these a shot. These are not going to be solid. These are going to be cracked open soon and smoked. I'll probably even end up christening that Luciano pipe I showed you with one of these guys. What else do we have here? The Peterson's Perfect Plug, yes. 3 Ps. I've also heard a lot about this too. It's definitely a burley blend, and this is going to be also for my foray into burley. This is probably going to be my first exposure to burley, although if somebody maybe wants to let me know before I do, because I think this is slightly an aromatic. It has a, let's see, what do we have here? Brazil tobaccos are lightly cased. Yeah, well, everything's lightly cased, but you know, from what I've seen, there might be a bit of an aromatic note to this. If anybody recommends a different type of first-timers burley blend, let me know. I'll look for it and try to get it. HH line from McBaron was on sale, so I said, fuck it, let's do it. Latakia Flake. Looks like it's up my alley. I'm going to give this one a try, too. Not going to sell her this. If I like it, I'll probably get another one. There was some shit that was definitely back ordered. I actually wanted to get another can of that Balkan Flake. I just love that. It's so weird because I love Orientals, but something about that just really simple blend of just Virginia and just Latakia in those beautiful flakes with the sugar crystals on them. You know, they weren't perfect flakes. They're kind of shredded, a little tattered, but I thought it was beautiful, and it smells just like a campfire, and it's just so enchanting. I love that shit, and it smokes so cool too. I love it. So I got another tin on the way for cellaring purposes. Here's the box. I wonder what's in here. Oh, very nice. I mean, you get one of these, a proper ashtray, and what is this? Oh, it's a stogie holder. Yes, that's right. I'm also into smoking cigars a little bit too recently, so I figured I'd get something that I can actually plop my cigar down on and smoke. Luckily, this also has a little divot for the pipe and a little piece of cark to knock that pipe out on. What else have we here? Oh, another box inside of a box. So as part of getting back into this, I realized that I also really like cigar smoking. I smoked a lot of cigars in the past, and the problem is a lot of guys, they'll give me some gnarly-ass Cuban shit, or, I don't know, just some really brutally heavy cigar that after I smoke it, I can't taste anything for like a week. and it's just like, you know, I don't need this in my life. Although recently a couple friends of mine, they had some lighter, more mild cigars, some stuff with Connecticut shade wrappers, and then I can actually pick up on some nuance and some flavor. And after smoking pipe for a little while now, it actually trained me into being able to pick up on some of those notes. Also, it taught me patience. Back in the day when I smoked cigars for the first time, I would just puff on that shit. You know, I want to look like Snoop Dogg, big ass smoke billowing out my mouth, just like, yeah, that's what's up. But nah, I was missing the point once again. So now I am stepping up my cigar game as well, and as part of that stepping up, that game stepping, I figured I should probably pick myself up a little humidor. So I got one. Yeah, it's nothing crazy fancy. I just wanted to get something that was not too big, and that was cedar lined. Ooh, and you can smell that cedar wood too. That is a beautiful thing. In any case, I'm going to be filling this up with some sticks very soon. I have a kind of a shitty little acrylic jar humidor right now that I've been using, but that will definitely get replaced very quickly. And I, as part of that experimentation into cigars, I've been kind of exploring some of the milder blends, and that is where these come into play. Ah, yes. Fine tobacco in stick form. It's crazy, right? How do they come up with this thing? It's as if they've been doing it for years. I don't know. Bizarre. In any case, this is a Park Avenue 44 special blend reserve. I don't even think I ordered this. Very curious. I'll have to figure out what this is. K. Hansosha and Co. A century of tradition. It's kind of big. I think this is a Churchill size, maybe? I'll have to figure out what that is. Romeo y Julieta, Medallas de Oro, vintage. I got a vintage one. This is going to be dank. This is going to be nice. Also, I'm just going for pretty much only Connecticut wrapped stuff just because I know that's a good place to start. And as I said, I like to keep it controlled. What else do we have here? Romeo y Julieta, 1875, Reserva Real. This is also going to be a tasty one. Classic names. I'm just going for the stuff that is well rated and common and nothing too crazy. I've had some of the American brands of cigars. They can be a little interesting. Alec Bradley, White Gold. Yeah, this is going to be probably the cheapest one that I got. But bang for the buck, you know, I'm down to load up on my humidor with some cigars that my friends that I don't mind handing out to friends that aren't quite as connoisseur types as the rest of us may be. What else have we here? Macanudo. We have a Macanudo imported gold label. Hampton Court. Yes. Handmade, imported. Very nice. It comes in a tube. Lock that tube. What else do we have? We have a Punch. Manuel Lopez. Bunch. Grand. I have the packing slip here. I'm not going to read the packing slip. I'll figure this out later. Not being too precise. And then the last one that we have here, Monte Cristo. Also very classic Latin cigars. I'm very excited to give these a shot. Throw these in my humidor, get that shit rolling. It's going to be great. But the thing I'm most excited about in this whole package, this whole YABO, is my first, as I was talking about, my first real pipe. I'm a big boy now. Yay! As I may have mentioned before, I lived in the Netherlands growing up, so I figured the most appropriate pipe for me to get as my first real pipe would be a Dutch pipe, and that is Big Ben. They've traditionally been pretty good pipes. I mean, they have their really famous Pipo. I don't know, how good they still are. I hear a lot of these classic pipe makers have kind of started to cut corners in the day. There's less discerning people around. There's a smaller market. I don't know. I don't care. I just like the design of this one, and it had my color. It had my shape that I was looking for. I was looking for kind of like a bent ball type with a nice kind of light grained. This is the Big Ben Canterbury in the 542 shape, which is a bent ball, and it comes in this nice box. This is actually classy stuff. Oh, the box smells like paper. I was hoping it would smell like pipe, tobacco, or cigars too. Nah, I guess not. And inside this box we have a bag. Obviously this is the pipe. We'll wait until the end there. But inside of this bag I get a couple of filters. I get a couple of their nice extra absorbent, it looks like tapered pipe cleaners. Not for sale, by the way, bitches. I ain't gonna sell this to you. Oop, dropping stuff too. And then I have some really neat Googles Big Ben thing. That gives me the anatomy of the pipe. Smoking a pipe, how to do that. Oh, gosh. So glad. God, only if there's something called YouTube that had really beautiful videos of how to get into pipe smoking, then I wouldn't need this anymore. Just kidding, obviously. Guarantee. Bought at blah, blah, blah. Ooh, and a QR code. I wonder where that goes. Well, I'll maybe scan it later if I'm bored. But right now, I'm much more interested in checking out this motherfucking pipe. Let's open this baggie up a little bit and let's pull it out. Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty stem. And ooh, yes. That's what I'm talking about right there. This is the Big Ben Canterbury in 542. This is exactly what I was looking for. This guy came in under $100 too. Can't complain. I think that's right about my price range that I was looking at. Construction looks wonderful. Draft hole's in the right spot. Let's twist this open too. Oh, filters, yeah. I don't know about filters yet. Probably not. It looks like there's some like oxidization or some like residue on the band here. The band is actually stamped with 925. That's interesting. Or maybe it's upside down. No, that's right. That's right. Anyways, I'll probably christen this. These filters are actually pretty fancy. See that shit? Sounds like they're filled with probably activated charcoal or something. That's really nice, actually. I'll probably christen this without one of those. I'll give it a shot and see if those filters actually do decrease the flavor or anything like that. But for now, I'm very thrilled with my new pipe. It's funny, you can actually hear you can feel the filter knocking around in there as you take a little puff on it. I like smelling stuff. Don't judge me. Anywho, that's about all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to give you an intro, and I've been dying to open this box. I figured I'd share the moment. So if anybody, by the way, if anybody does have any idea of like really good aromatic tobaccos that actually do taste like what they smell like, please let me know, because I've always been really thrilled by the idea. I've tried Lane 1Q. It's about as close to an aromatic that I've enjoyed. Still just kind of flat. I don't know, if somebody has something amazing, let me know. I'm here, and I'll definitely be cranking out some more videos soon. And I'll probably be christening both of these pipes a little bit later on. But for now, I guess that's it. So, this is Cali Pipes signing off to you from another horrible, shitty day in paradise here. And see you around.